All right, guys, welcome to the last video of Project Rebuild. This series has been very fun for me, I guess. Coming off losing, 70 pounds over the course of a year, not truly understanding or knowing, well, I knew what to do, right? But like I've never had or experienced a proper rebuild before where I was tracking calories consistently instead of just hopping back on to, eating whatever I wanted. Because last year, or the year before that, excuse me, I went from like 295 to 255, lost 40 pounds, right? And then I stopped and then just went back to eating what I normally would. And then that's how I got back up to 303 pounds, working out throughout the entire time, dirty bulking. And I never had a really, decent rebuild phase. I probably ruined my metabolism when I did that too. So no, going from 303 pounds from February, January, February, March of that time in 2025 to ending, how long have we been doing this? We've been doing this for like two, maybe 3 months, 50 something days ago. So maybe more like towards a month and a half, what is it? 8 weeks. We've been doing this for 8 weeks. So probably about 2 months, but going from that, losing 70 pounds and then just, we started the Project Rebuild at 233, had a really big refeed day over like 400 carbs we ate. We ate like 3,000 calories. And then we went back down to like 2,100, and then we increased calories from then on, and we went from 2,100 calories to now at 2,600 calories. And it's been a really interesting journey, because I hate losing the definition. I was so used to losing weight for the longest time, and just going back to increasing calories instead of decreasing calories, and seeing those scale go up and me looking less defined. I still feel good. I feel watery a lot at times right now because, I literally have more glycogen, I have more water, I have more probably fat on me, but also probably a little bit more muscle, right? The goal was not to bulk, but it was to rebuild, kind of correct my metabolism, and all that fun stuff. But with that being said, it was a really cool journey. It tested my limits because basically for the past 58 days, 2 months or whatever, I've been uploading a video every single day. And before that, it was the Project Rebuild. I took a couple days break in between each, or I think it was like 1 or 2 days. But I basically been uploading a video on YouTube every single day since the beginning of the year, January 1st. So it's been a really big and, exciting time for me, because I've never done that before. But with that being said, I think I will be taking the next week off. I have a lot going on this week, for school wise. My friend is coming from Texas. I want to show him around. And with that being said, you guys might be wondering what are my next plans going to be. And I am excited, but also nervous to announce I will be going on a little bit of a bulk. I will be doing a new series starting next Monday. Not tomorrow, but this next coming Monday after this week, because I'm going to be taking a break off for making videos. I'm still going to be posting on my TikTok and probably still on my Instagram, but just on YouTube in general, taking a little break, a little time off, just to kind of relax and whatever. Because, filming every single meal, filming all my workouts and stuff like that can be a little bit straining. I love doing it. I really have a passion. If I can quit school and quit job, I think, if the best case scenario, God willing, I would really love to become like an influencer, inspire others as I was inspired before. But I really just love the idea of content creation in general. Ever since I was a little kid, just wanting to start a YouTube channel, when I was like 8 years old or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it, for that. So I really want to do that ideally in the most ideal world. You know, be able to make content creation the full time and help other people out. Just in general, I'm repeating myself now, but I will be going on a bulk. I do not have a name for this series yet, but I have a couple ideas in the works. Yeah, we're not gonna be bulking too much because I don't want to get too big again. I started with my cut last year. I started at 303. If I start at I'm thinking around 250, 255, depending on how I look, how I feel, where my metabolism's at, where my maintenance calories are at. It's going to be pretty much the exact same thing as Project Rebuild, where I'm increasing calories slowly, seeing out where that takes me. So I'll probably start at like 2,700 calories. work my way up and from there. If I'm staying in the same weight, gaining some weight, whatever, bulk up to probably, I would say I'd probably end around 3,000 calories if am correct. Might be completely wrong. To get to that 250 range, I don't want to gain too much weight, but I also don't want to gain, I want to gain it slow. So it's going to be more of like a lean bulk type situation, where, I'm not gaining too much fat, but, it's all part of the process where I know I'm going to be gaining some fat, but also I want to be gain as much muscle as I can and gain a lot of strength, for the next couple weeks. I don't know how long it's going to last. Probably till May, June, probably ending in like June or July type, like around that time. If I were to predict, when I hit that 250, 255 range, and then from there, probably go in another cut. Gonna try to strive to get under 230 this time, because it's only that would be only a 25-pound loss instead of a 70-pound loss. And then plus at that point, if my maintenance sets at 3,000 calories at 255 pounds, that's great, because my maintenance for me to lose weight at like 300 pounds was like 2,600 or whatever, or 2,000. I started at like 2,800, something around that. But it's going to be another journey. Be uploading the videos every single day like I did before. I do have a family trip end of May, so I might take a little week off for that from videos, kind of see where my weight is before versus where my weight is after. And yeah, so those are the plans. But overall, this Project Rebuild series has been really encouraging. Just rebuilding after your long deficit, after losing 70 pounds, just the process of, increasing calories instead of decreasing calories, seeing the weight increase instead of the weight decrease, and just the mental and physical stuff that's like, my strength is great and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But I will see you guys for the next series, which is going to be bulking. So peace out. I will see you guys then.